Boom. Story. Twitter. Let me share it on Twitter 1 second. Share the link, y'all, when y'all tap in. Let me share it on Twitter. Gonna get right to it. Right to it. Boom. Everything pulled up. Boom. Go. We back on air with Rare. Make sure you guys share the link, share the link, share the link. So everybody can come in from Twitter, Instagram, X, and all those things. We are back for the Rare Footage Classic recap. It was a very, very long weekend. It was a lot of great matchups, a lot of teams who proved themselves, a lot of players who proved themselves. But it was a lot of teams who just, it's fall. I know it's fall, but it was a few teams that just, it might not be their year. And it's okay because every year ain't every team year. So we got a lot to talk about. I got my guy on here, a director of one of the most elite AAU programs in the area. He been there. He was there all weekend, watching talent, watching games. I'm going to bring him on board. My guy, Coach Gee. Gee Funny. What's going on, good brother?
What's up, player?
It was a
Appreciate you
lot
having
going
me.
on this weekend, man. You know what I mean? You was there. First of all, how did you like the atmosphere at the Rarefootage Classic? This the third one. You've been popping in since the first one, man. What you think of the Rarefootage Classic and the weekend that we put together?
Always one of the best fall events. I always think that it's good how you wait to the end and let everybody get their events off, and then you kind of be the finale for a lot of teams. I know we was missing a lot of teams that usually come through this year, but it's always a great event. Ben Selim's an awesome spot. I love that little three team, and you can watch all three games at one time if you wish. That's a great situation. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta do a lot of moving to see the games, but I thought it was a great event, man. I thought you got to see some good teams. You got to see some bad teams. And, and it's always good, man. And I love supporting it.
Like you said, yo, it's really like no bad seat in the house, man. Like you said, if you on court, if you on the main court watching that game, you can see court, 2 and 3, or court the back court 1 and court 2 while watching the main court. So it's like literally no bad seat in the house. So shout out to Ben Sellin for hosting the Rare Footage Classic, the third annual one. Beautiful gym, beautiful area, and beautiful town, beautiful people in the area. Was great concessions for the people there. It's clean, it's tidy, and it's bright lights. And speaking of bright lights, Gee, everybody ain't ready for the bright lights. I know it's fall, but we talk. I mean, everybody not ready for the bright lights, and a lot of people got a lot of work to do. Thank God it's only fall, man, because if it was March, man, I don't know, Gay. I don't
And
know.
the
Look,
famous words of rare footage. I'm not buying it. Okay. Like it's some people I came it's some dudes I came, some teams I came in there and I was like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see this. And I left there like confused. I left in there on confused on where are they gonna end up in seeding. Like better yet, going to certain places in playoffs. It just looked a little scarish, you know what I'm saying? So I had some expectations that you put people on that main floor and sometimes the lights on. and it just ain't right.
Did we not? We not gonna say what team they was talking about. Did we not hear people say, "Yo, I noticed such and such and all, but they shouldn't be on this main court. They need to be in the back gym." I heard that a couple times. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
I seen. Listen, am I free to talk? Am
no,
I free
hold
to
it.
talk? I ain't gonna get crazy.
We-
I ain't gonna get crazy, but I'm gonna speak my
yeah,
mind.
go ahead.
All right.
Yeah,
I seen a couple cameramen. I ain't gonna say no names. You know what I'm saying? That you probably hired over the weekend. Stop recording certain games. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the game, like this ain't it.
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh man,
And
yes.
they like, yo, man, listen, I can't do that. I'm gonna wait for the next joint. Like, and it's also teams that surprised me. Like, I know we're gonna get to it, man. I was really surprised how Tory and Lansdale look. Like Lansdale is a
Mm,
really, really young team, but they look scrappy. They look good, and Tory doing an awesome job in a year and a half.
I agree, man. Like you said, speaking of them, we can get right into it. They opened the
Yes,
morning up. One of the best games of the weekend, I think, happened Saturday morning at 9 in the morning to get
I
Lansdale
heard.
Catholic versus Cheltenham. Came down to the final shot. The final score was 45-43. 6'8" Peyton McClendon hit the game winner, 15-footer.
Yep.
He actually had a great weekend. He played both games. Peyton has got a lot better. He started at Cheltenham. He went to Bonner for a year, and now he's back at Cheltenham. Cheltenham building over there, man. I think Coach Pat is very confident in his team. He wanted to play the better teams in the event, and I got an opportunity to see them on the main floor twice actually, and against a tough Lansdale Catholic team, like you said. But Chris Wolf Harmon been having a great fall this year, and not only that, Cheltenham got the Twin Towers over there. A lot of people haven't seen Cheltenham yet, but they got two kids that's over 6'7", 6'8", and Tyree Martin, who's gotten way better, had a phenomenal weekend. And then Peyton McLeod, man, they got a 6'7", 6'8" front court. They might got the biggest front court, yeah, in the area probably. Who
Yes, they
starting
do.
6'8", 6'8"? Yeah, they do. I think starting those two, get them a shot any night in their league play, and they got a tough schedule. They open up the regular season at Imhotep Charter, so they definitely trying to test their needle early and often. Cheltenham Edge, Lansdale Catholic 45-43. But like you said, Tory got the pieces, and I've been hearing about Lansdale Catholic all spring, all summer, and I finally got the chance to see them. And if we being clear here, they got, if we talking about sophomore class, they got it over there. They got something going on over there, man. I mean, starting with E Money, who transferred over from Roman Newman. I'm sorry, he played majority of the weekend, played very well, making plays, scoring the basketball, getting teammates involved, scrappy diving on the floor, getting steals. Chase Stevens, he might he he might be one of my favorite players to watch. What you see from Lansdale before I get into it?
Jay Stevens been one of my favorite players since eighth grade. Tory had him that long. When Tory was the middle school director at Kalo, he kind of brought him along with him. And Chase Stevens been getting better every year. I had him in my event down at the Rumph, playing the Rumph. He played well. You was there. You recorded that game. He also played in the Hollow Elite Showcase back when he was in middle school and playing really well. So I'm not surprised at Chase Stevens. What I am surprised at is I'm a Carl fan. I'm a Carl Aragot fan. Everybody know this. Like when it comes to coaches, everybody know my coaches. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a Carl Aragot fan. I'm a Boca Chica fan. I'm a Brother Andre fan. Everybody know that. But what surprised me is two sophomores that Carl Aragot let walk out that gym. It ain't no way. It ain't no
I'm
way.
with you.
Aiden Lewis and Eric Green, E Money walked out of Newman without a fight. Them two kids can play though. They can play, and they've been showcasing it the whole fall. Kudos to Tory, giving them different type of confidence, maybe them giving them a different type of chance. It all plays. But those two kids ain't no way that they just walked out
I
that
agree.
gym.
I
Yeah,
agree. I
that's
mean,
them
Aiden Lewis,
two can play.
I didn't even know who he was, and he is definitely a talent. High flying, got skill, got
Six
size,
five.
got the build. Yeah, yeah. There's no way in the
It ain't
world.
no
That's
way.
my first time seeing him. No way. Like you said, he's a player. He's a player, and he could play on any team in the PCL. In fact, not only play but be a starter on almost every team in the PCL. That kid is really, really good. Could score from all three levels, get downhill, could guard multiple positions. That was a huge gift for Tory. I'm not gonna lie.
That
And
was a huge get.
Lansdale
That was
built
a
it.
huge get.
So we talking about Chase Stevens, Aiden Lewis, and E Money. And not only that, they got a kid that came over
The
from Egan
junior.
and Braden Martin.
Yes,
He's
Braden
good, could
Meyer.
score the basketball. That's a huge get. I
Mhm.
think with those guys right there, that'll be his core nucleus. Lansdale gonna be something. It's not like you. I think you was big on Lansdale last year. You were saying,
I
Tory
was.
building, but I think
I was.
this is the year where they like it's not the old Lansdale. I really believe that. And like you said, last year they came close. They lost a close one to Carroll at home and a couple other ones by
Hmm.
1 or 2 points. I
They
think this is
rumbled.
the
Yes.
year
They
Lansdale
gonna
Catholic
surprise some
gonna clip
people.
somebody. Yes,
They're gonna
yes.
surprise some people, and the only people ain't gonna be surprised is them. And when Tory rebounded so well, shout out to Tory Harrison. Tory lost his starting point guard at the beginning of June. Lost Mello, who started for him as a freshman, like what Stevens did. Mello just left. I mean, I don't know the backstory. I know he left the school. Right, he didn't play since June. Well, didn't play all. Then you rebound with two sophomores and a junior, right? That come over and just immediate impact on top of what you already had. Now, Tory promised that when he came to the school, he promised to just give him two. He said, "Give me 2, 3 years, and we're going to be a problem." Man, listen, I can only imagine what that gym going to look like this year. Let's not talk about 26, 27.
Like Mitch said, he said in the what Ace say he said in a year. Mitch said no, 10 days, more like 10 days. So he's
10 days.
talking about 2 3 years. He
Yeah.
might be ready. They're coming. Like you said, Tory is building over there.
Yes.
Shout out to Tory. Lost a close one, but it was a win and a loss. I got to see his talent. He got to see what he got. And Sheltham is going to be a tough out in the suburban one. They're building. They're an older team. They're confident. So losing to Sheltham is not like losing to Sheltham 2 years ago. Lansdale Catholic is building. They also played against PW as well. PW got the W. Monty Sajid was amazing this weekend. You was at that game. Monty Sajid played the
I
right
came in
way.
after.
All game. Okay, Monty Sajid played the right way. Majority of the game, 99% of the game,
All
made
fall.
tough shots, made plays. He is becoming the player that we thought and knew he would be. Now, it's perfect timing. He's off the board. He's committed to Townsend. There's no more pressure. The only thing he want to do now is win, and he playing like it.
So
I think.
100%, and I'm close to the program, of course.
Mhm.
I've always been a Monty G fan, but I also always call what I think he can work on. Right, this fall, this spring, this fall, he's a totally different kid. Now, once you get signed and you get that stuff off your back, Monis G is playing great basketball. He's looking college ready. You know what I'm saying? Playing good, great team basketball. And if he's going into the season playing like this, the way he's been playing, it's going to be a really unstoppable force. The thing about PW is, a lot of people know PW that knows Coach D. They just play fall ball. They treat it kind of like a rec league. They just come in, they hoop, they're not practicing. But they're going to be a really thing when Coach D lock in with that team is a really good team, and it's something to reckon with when you got 8 seniors and a junior. That's just. I mean, it's going to be hard to beat in the suburban one.
I agree, and I think you saying they're going to be a good team is an understatement. I think they're going to be a great team. When you got, like you said, that many
Yes,
seniors, that much talent, and a legendary coach like that, the recipe got to be success. And I do think, like if they play to their max capability, they could be playing for a league championship, a district championship, and a state championship. They have the potential to be that good. Um,
yes, they got a chance.
Springside Chestnut Hill, two W's at the Rarefootage Classic. Big win over Hatboro Horsham, and they had got a win over Springside. I believe it was Cheltenham in the 10 o'clock game. Owen Kelly, Lafayette commit is the real deal. Don't let the
Yes,
complexion fool you. I always say that when it's light skinned players because a lot of people get caught up in the complexion. Owen Kelly is a player. He got the length, got the size, and he can shoot that thing. Not only that, he got some athletic ability that I didn't see. He got a steal, and he dunked that thing. I thought it would be like a little layup or floater. He took it to the rim and dunked it. Owen Kelly is a player. You've seen Owen Kelly a couple times. How good is Owen Kelly?
I say Owen Kelly since ninth grade, and he always been Owen Kelly. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm.
now the ball is in his hands. He's a senior now. He's a big time player. He's a Division I commit. Everything is going to change this year. And the thing about Springside Chestnut Hill, they look good. They trying to get ready. They opening up the season with PW at home, so they're not ducking no
Mm.
wreck. They're not ducking no wreck. You know what I'm saying? That is going to be a barn burner from the rip, and I think Owen Kelly's going to be a problem in the interact all year.
Yeah, I think like you said, Owen Kelly wasn't a surprise this weekend. What did surprise me
No,
was
not at all.
20-30 point guard played in your middle school hollow showcase, and days later took the floor in a varsity game, played major minutes, and was one of the standout players of the weekend. Eddie Braswell. Eddie Braswell is the future of Philadelphia point guards. Do you agree
Eddie
with that, or is that too
Braswell.
much pressure? I think he's the future of the Philadelphia point guard.
Eddie Braswell is a 11th grade point guard in an 8th grade body. And it's just
Mm,
simple as that. His IQ is years ahead, is before his time. You know what I'm saying? The kid just played the game the right way. The game is slow, it's so slow for somebody that young, it's crazy. I don't understand how he can play under that kind of control and see the game and see the floor how he can at such a young age. And he's been doing this since he was in fourth, fifth grade. They've been the same Eddie Braswell. He's going to be if he's playing with them this year. I don't know the situation, but if he is playing the season with them this year, it's going to be a major upside for them at the point guard position.
I agree. Penn Charter gets by Redden 63-52. I got the chance to watch the footage of some of that game. Big weekend from the younger Gilhole. Carter Smith played very well this weekend. Luke West made a lot of plays in the footage that I seen. And the 2030 kid, Jackson Boyd, like I said, he's going to be a star. He's going to be a player to watch. That's one of my favorite young players. And let me say this before we go on. I know on media, I'm allowed to have favorite players to watch. And what I mean is that I'm human. No matter what media you analyst, they got favorite players. They might not say it. I'm going to say it. But like I said, my favorite players to watch don't mean they better than certain players. And I never get that
Not
too
at all.
confused, but I'm going to publicly say who I'm a fan to watch. I could be a fan of whoever in the NBA, but I'm never going to say, yeah, he better than Michael Jordan or LeBron James. But I could want to watch him better. So let me get that off the table. My favorite players is who I like to watch the play, which is a lot of them, but that don't mean they better than certain players. So don't get that confused when I speak on that. Bishop Eustace sneaks by in the Neshaminy 51-48. Muhlenberg, 2 W's, one over in the Neshaminy 70-53, and then one over Hatboro Horsham 58-28. Eli Hemmings is the goods. I don't know what AAU program he with. I believe he with Pride. I think he with Kamal and over at Pride. But Eli Hemmings put on a show against the Neshaminy. That kid got game. He's the goods. And Hemmings, shout out to Hemmings because for the last few years, I got a few messages from him, but I get a lot of messages and I didn't really respond in time. Over the years, and I look back, he hit me up about 5, 6 times, like, hey, you should check me out. Da da da. I finally got a chance to click it right before my event. I had full coverage of him over there from videographers and the full game. And Eli Hemmings is a player, and he's one of the best 2027s in this area. He's in that top 10 2027s in this area. I know a lot of people don't consider the Redden area the Philadelphia area, but he's a guy. Shout out to Eli Hemmings. He's good, and shout out to Coach Flowers over there. They're building over there. Lansdale
It's all
Catholic, we
six
got that.
A. He
All
count. It's all 6A.
right,
That count.
right, right.
You got to bump into. They got to bump into each other eventually.
Agree. Alden Redden, Alden Reed 63, Redden 54. The kid, Uthi Laws went off against PW. I heard had a big game against Plymouth White Marsh, 23 points.
Yep.
But the game I seen against Redden, the film I watched, man, a kid who literally I seen in one of the fall ball events with RE, but I didn't know who he was. I was over there checking out Nathan Lee. Nathan Lee actually played very well again against Redden too. But as a kid, he goes by the name I seen Mitchell, point guard, really, really good. And he played well at I believe it was Josh event, COBL at 6-man center, but I didn't know who he was. I couldn't find his name or nothing like that, but I seen him at my event as well. I seen the footage of him. I actually got video footage from him and the iPad. And I seen Mitchell is a player that people should talk about. 2027 point guard, get downhill, can shoot the three, very aggressive. It's probably going to be one of the better guards for R. Reed. Are you familiar with Asim Mitchell?
What's cool?
R. Reed. He was at
You
LaSalle
talking about
for a year.
Sim?
I believe.
I Sim.
Asim. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, he's out. He down South Philly. One of the Hollow Tiger guys. He came through my program before. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
just like what Uti Laws did and Ducar, Tone Carr, little brother. I like that team. I just feel like what I feel like that team. Sim been good. Sim with LaSalle. I think LaSalle's crazy for letting him leave. I will say that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Duke
Yeah.
Sim should have been playing. He should have been playing. I understand it. That coach got it with his ways, whatever. But anyway, that's another conversation. The thing about Owen Reed is I just feel like they missing one thing. Like I like the big kid Nate. I love Uti. I love Sim. I love Duke. I feel like they're just missing something, a wing, a scoring wing, or some type of scoring forward. Like even though Uti had definitely had a big game versus them, it's just like Monty Saeed and Big Mike did not play that game for PW. You still lose by double digits. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
Yeah.
if they, I don't know if they can find it this year, but they got to find somebody, another piece that can score on that wing.
I agree.
Got
I agree.
really
Like
good
you said,
guards
they got
though. Got really good guards.
small guards that could play. But
Small
like you said,
guards.
that wing forward that could score the basketball, guard different positions, they're missing that. Like you said, Nate down low is solid. He'll be fine this season. But yeah, they just got to figure it out. Like you said, Marv building over there.
Yeah,
They
I
got to
love
figure it
Marv.
out.
Yep.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
Haverford versus Roman, man. Haverford versus Roman. Talk to me.
You go first.
Haverford, Haverford
You
versus
first. You
Roman,
first.
man. I'm gonna say
I mean, I can't
I
talk
don't
really much about a score that
Haverford
was 11 up at
versus
halftime.
Roman. I just think that's what
Dang.
is what
Yes. Dang. Yes.
I mean, I
Yes.
think it had
Yes.
very high expectations for that game. Two high level clubs,
Been
two
playing well,
very rich
Haverford too.
programs in history. What was 11-11 at halftime or something like that? I
Yeah,
don't know.
like
I don't
11
remember the
up at
exact
halftime.
halftime score. I just was like, because
You know the
I'm
crazy
not gonna
thing
lie,
is,
like, yeah,
I had to sit there and watch you. And I'm just gonna be honest. I know some people got upset, but I'm gonna be honest. And I ain't throwing Red under the bus. I'm gonna be honest. I had to sit there and watch Red throw in the towel for that game. He was just out of it. Okay, like it was 29 up. My man said, I'd have seen enough, man. Next point win, like this is over. Okay, it's 29 up. Now I know it's a couple of Haverford people didn't like it or whatever, but I'm not watching another 5 minutes of this. I'm not.
yeah,
I got a show that need to go on. You understand? Y'all not scoring on each other. So somebody was at the line when we made when he made the decision. But I think Rare always did that though. I kind of seen
yeah,
your events before. I think your
yeah, for
overtime
sure.
always went first point score. I ain't like
It
you just
just
made it up.
it looked crazy. Yeah, it just
It
looked
looked
crazy
crazy
once I was in
though.
the middle when I was like
Yeah, you.
game and everybody's
My
like,
man
oh,
was
what did
like,
you just No, let me say this, Gee. I agree the
"What?
game didn't live up to the hype. But like you said, when we seen Haverford and Roman, we expecting, Tyson
Yes, yes,
Holyfield,
yes."
Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, like that's a mega match. It did live up to the hype. Both teams, it was a sloppy game. Roman edged the game out. If it had it did have championship intensity to it. I'm not gonna lie. Like when they was trying to figure out the overtime rules, the pressure was on me when I was over there. Like one side saying this, one side saying this, parents over here yelling this, change the
And both
rules. And
teams was into it, dude.
yeah, yeah. So it was an ugly way to win. I will say all the rules in fall events, is the first one to score because at the end of the day, the final score doesn't matter. So we don't need to play 5 more minutes, 3 more minutes of overtime in fall ball. All we need is we're looking for rotations, and figure out what you got on your bench. So like the overtime don't matter. But I do wish for that one game I could have changed it the first basket. But I'm not I'm going to blame the referee for that one because it was a tic tac foul. You don't call that with the game on the line. That's me. The
Yes,
rules are the
100%.
rules. You can't change the game while the game going. But I just think you shouldn't call a tic tac foul to decide that game when you got a Roman Catholic and a Haverford. And they like you said, it was a game that we didn't enjoy far as excitement, but it came down to the wire, and I think he should have let a player decide the outcome, and the ref decided the outcome of that game, and Roman edged it. Um, Roman
Yeah.
bounced right back. They play against a tough Phelps school. They got down big very early. Phelps was shooting lights out against Roman. And I'm not gonna lie, the first 10 minutes of that Phelps game, I'm gonna keep it real. I was like, it's gonna be a long year for Brad. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm keeping it real when I first seen it because I'm like, like they was lights out. They couldn't guard him, and something clicked, and then Sammy Jackson became Sammy Jackson. Sammy Jackson is a talent, pure talent, man. That man can shoot the basketball from anywhere on the floor. It seems effortless when he gets it going, man. Sammy Jackson is a guy. I'm not mad if Brad let him get up 10 threes a game. I'm gonna keep it real. Sammy can shoot that thing, man.
I don't think he got a choice.
Yeah, that too. That too. Go ahead. That too.
So it's something you said. It's something you said. I'm gonna piggyback off, and I was thinking the same thing. Like, damn, it's gonna be a long year for Brad. But then something clicked that you said about a couple weeks ago. It don't matter if they don't look up the par or not. Brad gonna have 2 out of the 3 best players on the floor right now.
Yep.
And
Yep.
when it got tough in that game, that Phelps game, the 2 out of the 3 players woke up.
Yep.
Like y'all
Took
can't
over.
get it going.
Yep.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
You got stars. You got a kid going high level Atlantic 10. You got another kid going mid major Atlantic 10.
Yep.
It's just that. You understand? So when you got to figure it out, you can just go to those guys. But I will say this. I will say this. I don't think it would be a easy Roman year like Roman usually is. It's not a lot for me. It's not a lock for me. Like usually, oh man, no, it's Roman, they going. Oh man, it's Newman, they going. It's not a lock for me because
I agree.
If Sammy RJ having a bad night to have some bad oodles and noodles or something for the game, it could be a long day. You know what I'm saying? But you will have the best
I
two out of three
agree.
players on the floor.
I agree. I think it's going to be a long road, regardless. Like you said, this is a team that just got put together. He's and his Brad first year in the PCL is not going to be tough. PCL is a tough league. A lot of great
Mhm.
coaches, been in that league for years, so they're going to break you down to pieces. You just got to figure the puzzle out. But when I'm looking at the dynamics of Roman, I'm looking at they have enough to get there. When you're looking at guarding the ball and Samaj Robinson and then Wayne Griffin coming off the bench, those two guys can guard the
Wayne Dave,
basketball. Not even include Wayne Davis. No, wait, Wayne Davis.
Wayne Ruffin, Dwayne Ruffin,
Wh-
Ruffin,
Yeah,
not Griffin.
Dwayne Ruffin. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, Dwayne Ruffin, Samaj Robinson, and RJ. Those guys going to be able to pressure the bar, guard the ball, and when you got a guy like Sammy Jackson, who's going to be, like you said, one of the best talents, if not the best talent on the floor, they'll be fine. They also got the two big kids who can rebound. I'm not a coach. I never coached a game. Definitely not on the level of where Brad gonna take it. But I would want to see more of RJ in his creative space. I think that's what make him special. I think that's what gets him going. And I think that a lot of those guys who want to be wings should be actually be fours and rebounding and scoring inside. There's a couple who shot a couple threes that shouldn't. I think the only person on that team should be letting it fly every time from the three is Sammy. Honestly, I think all the other forwards should eat mid post block work and stuff like that. I just think when those other guys are shooting threes at the forward spot, is giving the other team an advantage. When they got muscle and strength, I think they need to, feed the post some and eat down low, and then let RJ and Sammy do a lot of the guard work. And then, like you said, Samaj got way better. He had a few big plays
oh,
against Phillips
and
scoring the
high IQ.
basketball. Yeah. So, Roman to get it together. I do think they'll be at the Palestra. I don't think it's a lock though. I don't, but I think they'll get it together as early. Um, Moving on, Penn Charter knocked off Bishop Houston 51-42. Penn Charter go 2-0 on the weekend. Brandon walked by. He said something funny to me. He said, "Yo, man, what is it going to cost to get my guys on his main court?" Shout out to Brandon, man. I definitely should have had one of them on the main court. He ain't the backcourt bandit, but I told him, like I said, it's no backcourt in Ben Salem. You could be sitting in the front of the gym in the bleachers and you can see every court. But that's my guy, man.
I'm
They
coming to
go
Brandon
2-0 on the
defense. I'm
weekend.
coming to Rare's defense. Brandon, let me fix my microphone. Brandon, don't act like you wasn't on the court for 2 games last year and lost both. Okay, my man
Mm,
had you on the floor for both games last year. Both.
prime time.
When you called Imhotep out, you called them out.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And y'all
mm.
lost. I mean, like, and it didn't look good. Brandon, you got a very good thing going on. I think Boyd is the best 2030 in the area. That's just my opinion.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
I
Yeah.
think that you have a very good upside with your younger class. You just got to build it back up. My man said he wanted to see what's going on first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Ain't
I
no
got
disrespect
to
to you.
dissect, man. That's
Okay?
all. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, the respect is respect. Like you was on the court for both games last rare. I remember. I
Yeah.
remember.
Prime
You
time.
know,
Yeah. So shout out my
prime
man B.
time.
No, all jokes aside,
No, be
they
what
play
you
well
look
this
at.
weekend. They got a lot of talent. Great guy, and he a humble
Yes,
guy.
sir.
He like to talk to, the ish sometime, and we have a good back and forth. But he got young guys and he's ready. He lost for him to lose that much to graduation and still be in the mix is amazing of what he's building over at Penn Charter. He got one of the best freshmen in Hanif Nixon Jr. He almost my height. He's a freshman. Dad was a
Yeah.
bucket, and then like you said, Jackson Boyd in 8th grade. So that's the backcourt of the future right there. And
Yeah. His dad
he's
wasn't
going to
better
have
than
one
me,
of the
but he was
best.
nice.
He would have fried you. And
Yes, he would
Hanif
have. Yes, he would
Nixon
have.
Senior was mellow. He was mellow before,
His dad, my man. His dad, my man.
yeah. He was the poor man's mellow, man. Shout out to Neef, man.
I'm like,
Um PW breezed by Alton Reed, finished 67-54, was up big in that game. Without a starter or two. They sealed the deal over Alton Reed. Pennsbury, 35-41 over Thrive Charter. Let me tell y'all now, Pennsbury got, like I said, just because it's some of my favorites to watch, don't mean they better than everybody. But in this case, it might be a little bit of both. Pennsbury backcourt is so exciting to watch. If you haven't seen Pennsbury basketball team, you need to get to a Pennsbury game. I would not lie to you. They got one of the most electric backcourts in the area. And Brayton Clark, 2027 Brayton Clark got game. A lot of people not familiar with him. He's from out the Pennsbury area, so a lot of city people don't get a chance to see Pennsbury. But Brayton Clark got game, and they got one of my favorite players to watch. Patrick Jajua is the goods, man. That kid got game. Did you see Patrick play?
My fault.
I
My
can't
mic
hear
went on.
you,
What you
big.
say?
Yeah.
What you say?
Patrick Jajua. Have you ever seen Patrick Jajua play at
Stop.
Pennsbury?
Stop. Yes.
Talk to me. How good is Patrick? A lot of people
He's
don't
really.
know Patrick in the basketball world. I know you know.
Well, it's just I mean, well, it's different with scouting, but it's just like another county kid that you probably wouldn't know that's playing in a school that's not really highly talked about. Kid athletic, he can play, get downhill, can get to the rim. He's a really good player. I think he's going to be a problem this year in the districts and everything. So the kid really can go. If you haven't got eyes on him, you might want to. If they in the area, you might want to get down there and check him out. He's a really special kid.
Hey Nelson, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. You can tap in the live. I'm gonna put the link in the chat for whoever want to tap in and speak their piece. I'm gonna pin this in the chat. Y'all
I
could
can't see the comments and stuff.
it
What is
should
that?
say, I mean, nobody commented. It was a comment, it should be on the screen.
Oh, I
I
see
just
it.
see it in the
That's Nelson.
Nelson. You can tap the link and join it live. Yeah, Patrick Jajua is a guy, man. He's one of my favorites to watch. And Brayton Clark, man. Brayton Clark got game, man. So if you're in that Pennsbury area, man, go to a Pennsbury game. They're very, very exciting to watch. And shout out to West Semi, man. They play exciting brand of basketball, man. I'm a huge fan of coaches that let their guys go, man. I'm not with all the we gonna wind the clock down and score 4 points in the first quarter like some teams we seen who mad at me for calling it out. Y'all held the ball in the first quarter. That's not cool. Can't wait till the shot clock come. But no, all jokes aside, Pennsbury backcourt, very exciting. I'm going to definitely be at a few Pennsbury games. Roman Catholic, we talked about them. They bounced back from the Hereford game. Even though they won the Hereford game, they bounced back. Went from scoring 9 or 10 points at halftime to dropping 80 on the Phelps team. Older and much talented team. They dropped 80 on them. Sammy Jackson went off. If y'all didn't see that, that full game is on YouTube. Check that out. RJ got in his bag. RJ with the sizzle, had his wiggle going. They jump out on looking at this score 78-62. They were down about 15 to Phelps, so they really start guarding and pulled away. Newman Goretti, Middletown,
So you said,
47-39.
did you say they was down?
They were down big too. Yeah, yeah. Phelps was
Uh,
knocking it down, knocking
my
it down. Yes.
I got a text saying they was up big. I ain't see the end of the game. Is that
Yeah,
true?
yeah, yeah. You said oh, they were up big. They were up big. My fault. My fault. Yeah, they were up big. They were up big. Pardon self. Pardon self. Pardon self. I was bad. I must have been basketball drunk. They were up big. They were
Yep.
up big. But they won big too. I guess it was a wire to wire. Pardon me. I'm not perfect. But what I do know is Sammy Jackson was the player of the game in that game for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. Sammy Jackson
Yep.
is the goods, man. He's learning how to become a guy. He was never the guy. Obviously, you got Big Bro over there. Sharif had one of the best careers in Roman history. A lot of championships, a lot of double doubles. Sammy also, played with a lot of great players. This is the year. It's his team. It's his year to lead the way. It's to stamp his stone in Roman history and to become the best Jackson in the house. If Sammy could win it this year, is he the best Jackson in the Jackson family? As
I
far as
seen
a
Sammy.
high school career?
I seen Sammy for a summer be the best player on a team, and I seen him carry it, right. So even to the point, I think they got a win over Team Final when he's with Pride 16s, and he played really well that summer. Then he ended up going to playing with that big time final team the senior year. So I seen Sammy lead. If Sammy can lead this team right here, him and the first year coach Brad Wanamaker, which I think he's gonna do a great job because I've seen Brad coach over the years. That I think that he would be the best Jackson in the house for sure. I mean, I never got to see Big Mark play at Rome. Of course, I'm talking about Roman career at all. At the end of the day, his dad was a
Shout
10
out to
plus
Big
year
Mark.
pro.
I talked to look, shout out to Big Mark. I talked to a lot of basketball guys from that generation. And Mark, you could tap in or feel some type of way. They said when it comes to Sammy Jackson and Mark Jackson, the talent not even close. Sammy got him by like a football field. That's
They
what I
play
heard,
they
Mark.
play two different
That's
brands of
what I heard.
basketball.
That's what I'm just saying. They said the talent level not even close. He said it's
Mark
not even
Jackson, Mark
close.
Jackson, yeah, of course, Mark Jackson's not a 3-point shooter. Mark Jackson didn't dribble the basketball. Mark Jackson did his job and he did it really well. He's more
They
closer to
said if you put
Sharif.
them both in high school, Mark Jackson will be screening and rebounding if Sammy was on his team.
Today?
Yes, if they both was in high school, yes, that
I
he
don't
would
know about
be
that.
clean. He would be cleaning up Sammy misses if he missed. That's what I heard. Shout out
Mark
to
might
Mark.
average
They
20.
said you ain't
Mark
got
might
nothing
average
on
25
yourself.
and 20 today, man. Stop. Like
I
this is
don't know,
different. This
man.
is
Sammy,
different.
I don't know.
We
I'm
got
taking
one dude
Sammy.
over 6'8" in the whole area.
But I don't know if he can slide his puppies. I don't know if he can slide. I wasn't
Oh,
in
he
that
might
era. Like,
guard Sammy.
can he slide his puppies? I don't know. No, but what I
He
will say
can't guard
is,
Sammy.
look. So Sharif had a great career. Was a great Roman player. Sammy is a great talent. If he win the championship, he'll be right now. Reef is the best in the house. Right
How
now,
many
Reef
chips
is in the
Reese
best.
got?
Reef got two or like at least two,
2 out of 4.
like two.
Two out
But
of
Mark
four,
might
right?
got two too. He got two.
Reese
And
been
then
to, been to the place collector 4 straight years though.
yeah, if Sammy win it, and we'll give Sammy the throne. But guess what? I'd say this publicly, Shane gonna be the best one. He's gonna be the best one.
His IQ on
He
another
got the
level.
it's yo. When I see him for the first time in the middle, I was like, yo, he gonna be the best Jackson. I love when the youngest brother got the talent to be the best. I ain't gonna hold you. And Shane really gonna probably be the best. If he put the work in, he gonna be the best Jackson. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Yeah, I mean they can
Yeah.
figure that out at the dinner table. So you got Roman Catholic knocks off Phelps 78-62. Newman Goretti 47-39. Now that was the only fault we did with our scheduling. Newman Goretti plays Middletown the first game of the season. I did not know that. St. Peter's had to move to Sunday, so they were originally supposed to play St. Peter's. We moved Middletown. Didn't know they played Middletown first game of the season. However, Roman rolls without two starters, 47-39.
You mean Newman?
Um, yeah, Newman Goretti rolls over Middletown 47-39. They'll play the first game of the season. Oh, I didn't even see this. Middletown knocks off Haverford 47-37. I didn't even see that game.
Two guys set the game,
Middletown.
but I ain't gonna take it away from him.
Okay, I know. Middle. All right, so 47-37. Some guys set that game. Yeah, because they're
SG
looking.
set. SG set.
But I did see a sophomore kid, Logan Eldridge, was on fire against them. He hit about 3 or 4 threes, led the way for Middletown over Haverford. I didn't know they won that game. Shout out to Middletown, knocks off Haverford. Friends Central, 45-26 win over Thrive Charter, and 63-37 over Pennsbury. And let me tell you,
I told you
Patrice
for the Pittsburgh
Kingston
game. I told
put
you for the game.
look, I gotta keep it a bean. I wouldn't be rare. But Patrice guarded Pat. I'm gonna keep it a bean. That's all I seen. Patrice guarded Pat. I think Dev heard what we was talking about. I said, let me see what's going. Patrice guarded Pat. He played Pat very well. Patrice is a bucket. Patrice
Yo,
is the
been a
best
bucket.
two guard. Is Patrice the best two guard in 27 class in our area? He got to be one top three, easy,
I got
easy.
him. I'm gonna tell you my top three. I ain't scared to say it. I love him.
Yeah.
Love him. I also love Silas Graham. I think Silas Graham is just really that good.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
I,
Yes. For sure.
but Patrice is definitely right there. Him and
I
Silas.
agree
Him
with
and
you.
Silas.
I agree. Yeah.
They're the
Those
top
guys
two
are
for
really,
me.
really
For
good.
me in that class.
Patrice, but yes, Patrice went off this weekend. Played very, very well. Shout out.
But I was walking out the door. You said, Gee, how good is Friends Central? What I said to you? I said, you about to see.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
Dev got
No,
them
look,
boys
like you said,
rolling.
and Gabe was knocking it down. Gabe was
That's what he
knocking it
do.
down. He can
That's what he
shoot
do.
that thing, man.
That's what he
They
do.
they
I'm a season ticket holder at Friends Central. Everybody know that. So I was there to watch their first game. I was really impressed with what Dev actually brought over to the school and what he was doing with those guys, man. They look good.
Hey, Just, if you want tapping, you gotta turn your mic and cam on before I can add you. So you gotta turn your mic and your camera on, man. Put your shirt on. There's kids in here. Don't come in here laying down with no shirt on, Just. Put your shirt on, man. There's kids in here.
That's right.
So Friends Central roll, man. They got the shooter kid was knocking it down too. Friends Central share the basketball. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
They play
If they
well.
can
They play
continue to move
well,
the
man.
ball, the key for Friends Central this year, I believe everybody's gonna key in on Treese. His supporting cast. For one, he gotta trust them, and for two, they gotta knock down shots for them to have a chance.
I think
Because
that's what
with a
they
player
built
like,
around him, man. I think
yeah,
that's what they built around him. Shooters. It looked
agreed.
like they got two shooters out there. The Gabe is rolling. Is rolling out there, man. They look good, man. Then they got the young kid, Ari. Ari was a kid that I coached in
Yes,
the 8th grade. When I was there, Ari was on my eighth grade team. Then I coached the eighth grade team. Then he been built his way up. He's now a starter as a junior. That's one of them kids that worked his way from not playing as a freshman, a little bit as a sophomore, to a starter as a junior. So that's a good grind story right there. He's gonna be well for him.
Agree. Man, Friends Central moving to the girls side. Friends Central played Cardinal O'Hara. They roll over Cardinal O'Hara. Cardinal O'Hara was missing a lot of starters. They actually didn't roll over them as blowout wise. They win 50-31. They Cardinal O'Hara was down two their best players. Bridget Dean Donahue, 2027 point guard. Again, one of my favorite players to watch. She went up against a tough full strip Friends Central team, man. Bridget Dean Donahue, man, is the goods, man. If you don't know, you know now. Check her out over at Cardinal O'Hara. She's a Comet. She's a short shot Division One player. Very exciting player. Again, don't let the complexion fool you. She could play. They went up against a tough 1-2 punch in ESPN 47 Zaya Small and ESPN number 12 Ryan Carter. Man, it was just too much for a Cardinal O'Hara team who was missing two of their best players. Zaya Small is turning that corner. 6'2", athletic wing, could dribble the basketball, get downhill. She's shooting the three confident, hit 2 or 3 threes, block shots, get deflections, and then Ryan Carter, who's arguably
Next
one of the
level.
best players in the nation, man. I mean, the
Next
work she
level.
put in shows, man. She's built like a college athlete, man. Muscles all over the place, man. Gets up and down the floor, play hard, both sides of the
Right.
floor, man. And on the offensive end, man, is different, man. It's different. She's hitting the pull up confident. Once she hitting the pull up confident and walking in the threes is good night because when she get down, she's blowing by defenders, scoring the basketball with ease, man. Friends Central gonna be tough. And then he also had two eighth grade kids out there who was hooping. And Mia Lawson hit about 2 or 3 threes over the weekend. And then Ayla Crowley, who's going to be one of the best eighth graders in the country, if not
I was just about to
already.
say that they starting eighth
Yeah,
graders.
yeah, they got game, man. And
Then
then
he got it.
Yari
Then he
King,
got
who
it. Then he got it rolling over there.
a lot of young kids. Yari King's a sophomore. She's coming into
Yep.
our own, man.
Sophomore. Yep.
She's making huge leaps. I remember seeing her in sixth, seventh grade, and she was like,
Discovery Charter.
yeah, trying to score, get downhill and score every time. And she's learning that, at her size, she got to penetrate and kick, and make plays for the scorers on the team. And she's doing a very good job, man. She's making that leap. Then you got Kayla Snyder, who transferred over, who's a sniper and a dog. So Friends Central gonna be a tough out, man. They knock off Cardinal O'Hara 50-31, and then they double back on Imhotep Charter right after that 55-36. Jaren Hawthorne, who in my opinion is the best unsigned 2026 in the public league, got great size, 3-level scorer. When she gets it going, she can be the best player on the floor any given night. She played very well against a tough Friends Central team. Just wasn't enough in the fall. They didn't have enough to keep up with Friends Central. Friends Central is a juggernaut. There's a lot of talent over there. It'll be tough to beat. York Suburban knocks off Bethlehem Catholic. 1 point game,
I wanted to say something
37-36.
about Franklin.
Go for it. Go for it. No, go for it. Yeah.
Real quick. I mean to cut you off. I just
No,
want
you
to say
good.
like the Ryan Carter. I seen her at Penn Charter. I seen her at Archbishop Wood. This feels right. It just feels right when I'm watching her with Friends Central. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not knocking her other two stops. She did well at both. It just feels like she is right. She seems happy. She's playing for one of the best coaches in the area, if not the country. You know what I'm saying? And Vin Rock, a guy that been where she's trying to go, a pro, a basketball guy. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it felt right. She looked good, man, and it was a little bit outmatched at your event. They just so strong of a team. You know what I'm saying? But it was good work, and I was happy. I really happy to see that team.
I agree, man. They're getting together. New built team. They learning on the fly. They got a very very tough schedule. They need to be locked in because let's be clear here. If any my guy, if they don't lock in, it's going to be a lot of L's. They got the toughest schedule in the area by far. When it's not even close, they're playing a lot of national talent. So they're going to have to lock in and be locked in and be focused on winning basketball games and not self accolades. They're going to need to be locked in and winning games. If not, it could be a rocky ship.
Yeah.
After that, York Suburban knocks off a tough Bethlehem Catholic team 37-36. And then Shipley knocks off York Suburban. Big York Suburban, shout out York Suburban, young team, but they got a kid named Jordan Williams who's really, really good, 2027 point guard kid. They show toughness. They're not from this area. But they came down here to play tough opponents. They played two tough teams and competed. Actually beat a good Bethlehem Catholic team, coached by Coach Arnold, who they'll be competing for a state championship. They're that good. So to get a win over a Bethlehem Catholic team is big. And then, playing a tough Shipley team who got one of the best ninth graders in the country, along with her older sister, Gabby Vaughn, and Sydney Stanfield, who was lights out this weekend against York Suburban. Hit about two or three threes, grabbed a couple old boards, helped Shepley knock off York Suburban. But York Suburban is going to be a tough out up in that area. But Bethlehem Catholic, man, Blair Academy knocked off Bethlehem Catholic 65-54. But they got a kid named Leah Alt who dropped almost 40. If you don't know, you know
I
now.
was at that game.
The footage, if she dropped almost 40, I believe it was like 35.
Mm-hmm.
Unsigned senior kid, shooting guard. If you're a college coach out there, check her out. Anytime you could drop 20, 30, let alone almost 40, you got to give a player a watch. She's still unsigned. So if you're looking for a shooting guard, definitely at Bethlehem Catholic, they got one. Hit up Coach Arnold. Hit me up. Check her out. If you need our footage from any games, let me know. I can connect the dots for you guys. Blair Academy beats Bethlehem Catholic 65-54. They got Priyanka, who's committed to Arizona, one of the best forwards in the country, along with Isabella Grant, who's committed to Navy. They're tough out every night. They get a W there. Blair Academy actually came down here and got 2 W's. Shout out to
That
Blair
for instance,
Academy. Go ahead. You good?
that was an accident. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Uh,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I hear you. Then we got
My bad. Go ahead.
we go back. We flip to the boys' side on Sunday. Abington knocks off Ewan in the morning, 41-38, in a close one. I know people tired of hearing it already, but man, I'm very, very high on Abington backcourt, man. They're exciting to watch, man. High flying, play exciting brand of basketball. Um, Xander Grasty, I talked to you behind the scenes about what I feel about that kid, man. I think he's not only in the suburban one, I'm gonna say it publicly again, he's one of the best point guards in the Philadelphia area, period. Not just the league, period. Xander Grasty is one of the best point guards in the area, the entire area, not his league, entire area. And I'm willing to put whatever on that. That kid is really, really good. And he's going to blow up this season in the spring. You got an AAU situation lining up as well. I heard through the grapevine. I haven't heard from his people, but I'm, my ear to the streets. So I'm super excited for the season he got coming up for his high school team, man. And then Pickron, man. Kyler Pickron is just as athletic, just as good. I believe he was at Archbishop Wood as a freshman. I could be wrong. Don't get
Him
me
and
wrong.
Buddy played JV together at Wood.
Yep.
And now they both
Pickron
at
is not
yep.
suburban. Yep.
And they both Suburban One. Yep.
I mean, Suburban One is rolling, man. Like you said, Suburban One, Cheltenham knocked off a Catholic League team.
I
PW
like
knocked off
Cheltenham.
Lansdale and Cheltenham. So the Suburban One is around, man. And then you also got the 5'8" defending district champs in Upper Dublin who's still rolling. But Xander Grasty, what do you think of Xander, man?
I like him. Sometimes Rare get carried away, and when he likes somebody, he likes somebody. But this time, I had to give it to him. He wasn't wrong. I wanted to see him myself. The kid can play. You know what I'm saying? And I thought he did really well. And I seen him versus a really good Harrison team at Ryan when I came there and watched. And me and you was there together. And I was like, I walked up to you and said, "Yeah, okay, you got one. He ain't this guy. This guy's not fake. He can play. He played really hard. He can shoot the ball. He can shoot the ball good. He can handle. He get guys involved. He's bigger than he was last year. I remember him last year. When he was a sophomore. He wasn't. He grew. So he's gonna be a force to reckon with, man. I don't like the. I ain't gonna say he's better than this person, better than that person, but he's a very good player in his own right, and he is one of the best players at that position in the area for sure.
Coatesville comes down. Edge Archbishop Ryan 54-52. Didn't get a chance to see that game. Camden, one of the best games of the
Hold up,
weekend.
Ryan
Beat
lost to
Crystal
that
Ray.
Coastal team this weekend?
No, yes. Without Colton Hilliard, Ryan lost 54-52. It's been a tough couple weeks for Ryan. I think Joe trying to figure things out, figure rotations out, figure guys out. He just got Matt back from injury, so he's trying to implement him into what's going on. And he got the kid, I can't pronounce his name, from overseas. He's trying to figure out his game. You got Isaiah Gore, who just came in. He's trying to figure out. But what I do like about Archbishop Ryan, before we get into them losing, I do see a little shift, and I'm seeing Joe put the ball in Gore hands, and I think that's genius of him. Isaiah Gore is really, really good. I Thrive Charter. I was at probably 10 Thrive Charter games last season, and Isaiah Gore is a player. He's a very good player. And I think putting the ball in his hand is going to do Ryan justice. You know, they just got to figure out a lot of other stuff over there. But man, it's been a few tough weeks for Ryan, man. You know, public league
They
lost
lost
to
the
Dobbins.
Diamonds, man. No, it's no. They lost the Diamonds. No excuses that Gore wasn't there. I mean, he is one of the. He is, if not the best player on the team, one of the best players on the team. So without having him and missing 15, 16 points, that hurts. No excuse to lose to a Diamonds. I think right now where you get ultimately better players than them. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to figure it out. Joe's tweaking the lineups. I see him starting different lineups both games this weekend. He started two different lineups. So one thing they Ryan always going to have in that favor is Joe will put it together. Joe will put it
Yes,
together. He's one of
yes,
the best. He's one of the best coaches in the area and the
yep.
whole entire area. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see him. I've seen his X's and O's before. I've seen him struggle before and then turn it around. So Joe will figure it out, man. That's the one thing that Ryan has in their favor.
I agree. Camden versus Crystal Ray was one of the best games of the weekend as well. Camden wins on a buzzer beater 49-46. A player who I did not know who had one of the best weekends, definitely the best performance of the weekend. Alex Pace. I haven't heard of him before Saturday. He gotta be one of the best players in South Jersey, man. That kid gave Crystal Ray the blues. You hear me? Alex
I didn't see the
Pace.
game.
I don't, Yo, I'm gonna post it. I think we only got the second half, which I gotta figure out why we don't have the first half. But yo, the kid Alex Pace, Gee, is a bucket. Like,
I
is
believe.
different. Is different. Is different.
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was. Shout out to Alex Pace. He gave Crystal Ray the blues, and Crystal Ray, they played tough. They got one of the best 2028 backcourts and Caleb Jackson and Javon Bird, man, because those two went off this weekend. They bounced back with a win over LaSalle, and man, Caleb Jackson and Bird is going to be a tough backcourt. And I'm thinking about backcourts next year. They're going to be in the conversation as the top backcourt in the area. Is one of them for
Crystal Ray's
sure.
going to win that league. Going to win that league again. I seen Life Center. I'm not impressed. It's going to be another championship. Even though I don't like Crystal Ray coach, he's not my friend no more. So no, Sam, my guy, Sam is gonna put it together. He's gonna win it. He's gonna win another league title. You know what I'm saying? I think they got too much for Life Center, and they put it together, man. Then he got something for the future. You got them young kids over there. I think he got 28 kids that play major minutes. The backcourt you
Yep.
said. Kaj also plays a lot of minutes, so they're going to be really good for the next couple of years, man. And then they got one of the best coaches in the area in Sam, so they'll be fine.
I'm not judging Sam. I know we judging off titles. Like you said, he's going to win that title. Sam, if you hear me, I'm judging you off those Penn Charters, the Malverns, the Haverfords. When you play those guys,
Preseason.
no, they played them in the season. He
No, I'm
got
talking about
those
like the
guys on the
preseason.
schedule.
Like they ain't their regular season schedule though.
Yeah,
They got
yeah,
a
yeah,
league
yeah.
schedule. I know what you're saying though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we all their non-leagues is who. I
non
mean,
leagues. I meant
we
yeah.
looking at, and he normally does schedule a tough non-league with the teams that they can play. Obviously, you know they got private schools got different kind of rules, but when you take on a Haverford team coached by Bernie Rogers, that's a tough win. That's a tough game. Rather, when you take on a Penn Charter coached by Brandon Williams, that's a tough game to take. In the Malvern Preps with Marv Reed and Logan and Nick Harkin and all of those guys. So he toughened up the schedule. I believe they got Westtown. They normally play Westtown as well. So we're gonna get to see those guys against tough competition. And I'm excited to see those guys. So we'll see how it go. Crystal Ray go 1-1 at the Rarefootage Classic. Tough loss to Camden.
And
Bounce back over LaSalle. LaSalle had two tough games. They lost both games, but they showed promise, man. They went up against a tough Crystal Ray team and then Emotep team, man, who's just too much for a lot of people every night, man. I mean, how good is Jordan Dill, Kevin Benson, and the regular Zaire Muhammad Gray, they're so good, but I was most impressed by 2027. And I've been saying this. Hold on. I've been saying this for years now. Malik Brown is one of the best 2027s in our area. And I'm glad he's on a stage where the people can watch. Because I remember, Gee, when I put that list out and I put it public and I had all these comments from people, who is Malik Brown? This when he was at Lower Marion, and they did not know. And for him to be on that stage and put it together right now, it's coming along, man. He's getting tougher, he's more confident, he's getting stronger. He's finishing at the rim over people. had the highlight of the weekend. He can stretch the floor with the three. He already was an intangible guy who's going to get you offensive rebounds, get you deflections, get you steals to help you win games. But he's putting his offensive arsenal game and offensive arsenal. He's putting that game together. But what I'm most impressed by is he's not forcing anything. You know, when you go to a new team and you're trying to show people that you can play, you kind of sometimes do too much, and sometimes less equal more. What you get out of the Panthers this weekend?
Well, what the way the Panthers run their offense this weekend, I mean, where they run their offense now, it ain't no more. You gotta is a well oiled machine right now, and they take in what you give them. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't they without the transfer guy that RJ they had last year that was a really good one-on-one guy. They doing it more by committee, and Zaire Muhammad Gray and Latif Renz White gonna lead the ship. Jordan Dill is
Yeah.
a bucket, and he can go one-on-one at times if you needed to. But with the way they running their offense, man, this was the best I've seen them since they've been playing, and even in practice, they're gonna be really tough to deal with everybody a threat on the floor.
I agree, man. Like you said, they're moving that basketball. So like instead of the
Say
good
yes,
shot, they taking a great shot. And
great
I
shot.
said that in my stories, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep Jordan. If you make somebody fall like that again, you got to take the curse
Ooh,
out. You got to take the curse out. You got to take the curse out. Shoot it. No, I'm joking.
man.
If somebody get a
That
spill
that couldn't
while I
have
was
been
standing
me.
like that,
I would taking a fadeaway.
listen. I'm gonna keep it real. I expected everybody in the world to pass that, but Jordan, I can't believe he passed that after he hit that move. I'm gonna
You
keep it
cut
real.
the. I ain't even see it, so you cut the video off. So I didn't
I
see that
couldn't
he
believe
passed
he
it.
passed.
So I
Look,
called somebody
listen.
like he ain't make that. They like he passed.
Anybody else in the world, I would have said, yeah, he passed. Perfect time to pass it, Jordan. God damn, man. Look, my camera was down before the kid hit the floor. I'm on the computer
He was
like
like, "You
shot.
already on the computer."
Oh my God. No, but he made the right play. Shout out to Jordan. He's learning to make winning plays, man. Like you said, we see it on the floor. He was a tough two-shot taker. You know, he want to take the double step back mid-range. No, he's taking highly efficient shots. Now he's getting all the way to the basket, or he's shooting a three. They shooting fireworks. It's crazy. It's like no holiday. But anyway, he's playing the right way now. He's learning how to play winning basketball, man. I'm super excited to see what the Panthers do this season because you know what? For the first time in a long time, people think they could beat them and they're not like overwhelming favors. Like they don't got that guy where they're like, yeah, we scared of that guy. So I'm not talking about the
I seen
public
they
league.
schedule. I seen they schedule. I don't see it right now. Like I know Father Judge is gonna be a threat. They don't play Newman. They don't play Roman,
They play
but
Archbishop
they
Wood.
they play Archbishop Wood. So we'll see. I don't know if Archbishop Wood got enough. I love Moscow. I love Caleb Lundy. I love Jaden Jenkins. It's just the dimension a little short for me. They go get the Panthers going 8 deep right now, 9 deep, and
What
they're
about
going to
Judge?
stay 8 deep.
What about Judge?
Judge said
Judge.
Judge could be a really good matchup for him, but I did see that. I love listen, Corey. I coached Corey in middle school at Friends Central. I love Corey. I always knew Corey was going to be good. I don't know if he ready for that type of pressure as a freshman. He's a really good talent. He's going to be great, but starting at the point versus the Ian Smiths of the world chasing you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The
Kevin
them
Benson's
type
and Teeth Lawrenzanos if
no,
need be.
listen, no. Them Sean Banks off the. I don't know if you watched him this week.
Yeah.
Sean Banks
Yeah.
off the bench. He's a dog. He comes in and plays defense for them. He's going to be a major asset to them. Talking to brother, then he's going to use that kid to chase people. That's going to be tough. And I don't know if
Rocky
Rocco is the
Johnson.
point guard for that. Hey, listen. Last year when they played Father Judge, you can say, "Damn, we in trouble." Kev, take care of this.
Yeah.
Kev ain't walking through that door. Not
I
right
agree.
now. And the new Kev is only a freshman, or supposedly. I mean, the Corey, he only a freshman, so he's gonna get into. But this year it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough.
I agree. I think the MOTEP Judge game is going to be something to see. Both new look teams, because I mean, Judge got a lot back, but when you lose Kavir as a new look team, let's keep it real. That kid had
Mhm.
several triple doubles, and he was just something different. Like you said, I just think the ball handling, even if you got that one ball handler, if they get it out his hand, or if that guy get in foul trouble, then what? Because when I see Judge, I see a very talented team. I see a team that's going to be competing for a PCL championship, but I also see a team where they one player away from like it being trouble out there. Like you said, I think they got 9 of the same exact players or 6 of the same
Oh
exact players.
man, I hate to say it, I love DJ. I love Max. I love Nas Tyler. Man, I really love those kids, but
But that
that
is the
kid
wing stop,
Bears,
G. That's the wing stop over at Judge. They got the best.
it
They
is,
got the
but
wings on deck.
That Kevin stuff was serious, bro. Like
Yeah,
any type of trouble, Kevin was getting you out of it. You know what I'm saying? And
no, for sure.
I just don't see it at the guard position right now. And Chris is a great coach. He's gonna dial it up with what he got. I know he is, but that them games when somebody pressuring him, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
But they can.
I watched the game versus St. Peter's. It was this past weekend. It was like
I, shout out to Coach Alex. I gotta say it publicly. It is what it is. I wouldn't be rare. When I talked to Coach, that's my guy. When he got to my event, I said, y'all played that hoop group. Y'all played that hoop group yesterday. He said, yeah, we beat Judge by dub. That was his first words. I said, yo, appreciate you coming today. Y'all played that hoop group yesterday. He said, yeah, we beat Judge by dub. I said, dang.
yeah, we talking
Hey,
about
yo,
the
don't
rare
be
footage
coming at my
classic right now.
don't be coming down here and talking about you beating up on Philly doing that. Don't be doing that. Don't be
Yes, he
doing that,
did.
Coach.
Yes, he
Speaking of
did.
Philly team, St. Peter's, 2 big wins at the Rare Footage Classic. He got a good team, man. Richie Rosa is the goods, man. Damn, he the goods. Ryder got a
He
steal, man.
Richie Rosa, I can't believe he had
Yo,
Ryder, man. I ain't try, I
that's what I
listen,
told
D1 is
Coach.
D1 is D1, and I'm proud of that kid for getting a D1 scholarship. I'm not taking that from him. Richie Rosa was so good as a 7th grader. I am shocked he had Ryder, bro. Like
He's
he was
still
really
that
that good.
yo. Yeah,
Like, no, he's still that good, but I'm just saying, like, he had bona fide like Big East. Like, he still might get there. I mean, you know how this shit could go. I mean, my female language, I can go today. That kid good, dog. He been good.
I
He
agree.
been good.
I agree. Richie
Been
Rosa is a
good.
guy, man. They're really, really good. And the kid Mason, man, he put on a show too against Ryan, man.
Uh-huh.
St. Peter's is gonna be something to reckon with. I'm gonna keep it real.
Did
I
Ryan
think
ask for St. Peter's or was it like,
I'm not gonna say they asked, but I'll say Joe do want to play the best teams at any event he's in.
no,
He
okay,
don't want to
okay.
play no bad team. So he asked without asking. He didn't ask for them specifically, but he do want to play the better teams. He's one of
Makes
those
sense.
coaches
Makes sense.
where he want to play the better teams. Like a lot of coaches say it but don't. But Joe is a guy. He don't care what the public think either. Like he believe in his guys and he wants guys playing against the best guys. So he didn't specifically ask. He specifically asked for Coachville. I'm gonna keep it real. I gotta keep it real, Joe. You my guy. You wanted to smoke. You asked for Coachville. It was a
You
good
asked
game
me,
though. They
coach.
lost. You asked me. But no,
Yeah.
they kept it close for Coachville, 52-54. But he want to play the guys. He don't want to play no fluff. Like I'm gonna keep it real. I gave Joe 2 teams. He said, I don't want to play. We not doing that. I was all right. I got you. Speaking of teams, asking for teams, West Catholic. Shout out to my man Flame. Shout out to my guy. We go to one of the same food spots a lot. We both drive ways to get to Jordan Johnson's, man. Very, very good spot.
That's my spot.
If you haven't been to Jordan Johnson, check out the salmon fried rice with the Thai chili shrimp, on the side. I get a
I
dozen of
gotta get
those.
out of the camera you doing that, man. George Johnson gotta pay me for that. George, they got
No
they
bull
gotta pay
crap.
me back. They be like, D
Hey,
Funny said no, no, no.
all right. Look, you ain't stamping unless that thing clear. Like, yo, I needed that
It's
B.
gonna be on their page tonight. D Funny said, get on down here. No, no.
Yo. No, but shout out to Flame, man. They had 2 tough ones this weekend. They fought. It's crazy how a year changed things.
Wasn't they
Actually
down
played
though?
Cherry
Wasn't they
Hill.
down the guard? Eric Scott
I
wasn't
don't.
there,
I
right?
don't. I don't care if they was or wasn't. They beat the same team by 20 last year, and West Catholic got almost all their guys back. They beat the same team last year by 20 in the same event, and then this year they lose by 20 or was down 20. I don't got the final score in front of me. They go 0-2 on the
I mean,
weekend.
no East Scott, no Sleet, no Slee. That is a little different team.
You still I feel you. This is a PCL team with Palestra hopes. I got to keep it real. Bay's my guy as well, and he's Palestra hopeful for his guys. He believe in his guys. I believe in his guys as well. But Cherry Hill East is a competitive team. I'm not knocking Cherry Hill East, but if you plan on going to the Final Four of the championship of the PCL, those teams normally beat Cherry Hill East. They said Cherry Hill East, they had a kid that was dunking all over them. I wasn't there. I didn't get a chance to watch the film yet. I will watch it. I
Mm-hmm.
will watch it. Cherry Hill East get 2 big wins. They beat George School by a dub, and I believe they beat West Catholic by a dub. I don't have the final score in front of me, but No, they didn't beat by a dub, y'all. I got the final score 55-43. I heard it was almost up 20, but they beat 55-43. West Catholic was down a starter or two. They're building, they play hard. So, they just trying to figure it out. Like you said, they got a new coach. It is what it is. They got to figure it out. But, it's that
I'm
same
getting a text
atmosphere that Boca
message.
Chica had over there.
Rakim Johnson or Slee. I mean not Slee. Eric Scott didn't play,
That's fine.
and they two
All that's
starting guard.
fine.
They start backcourt didn't play.
If you say Imhotep Charter played Cherry Hill East and Ian Smith and Kevin Benson didn't play, they're still going to win. I guarantee you they still win. But I'm not knocking Cherry Hill East because they are good. They are good. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. If you take a Goretti and they say Munchie and Cody not playing, they're still going to win the game. But I'm not taking away from Cherry Hill East. I'm just saying.
You saying verse that team? You saying?
Yeah. That I'm not, but I'm not. They are a very good team, though. My guy Billy Everett said they state championship hopefuls. They are really really good. I just think Philadelphia top half of basketball is that good where they can beat a lot of areas. Missing a starter or two. But neither here or there. They got two big wins at the Rarefootage Classic. I got to go see them myself this season. I'm going to put them on the schedule. Shout out to Cherry Hill East. Abington, man. Abington knocks off Fells. Fells falls to Abington 60-47. It must have been a lot of Xander Grasty going on. I got to call Mel, see what's going on. I do know he was out. He was without Sab this weekend, who's one of his best players at the guard spot. He lose to Abington, but bounced back on Conwell Egan. Yo, I'm gonna keep it real. I ran into my guy Tate, who coaches for. He's Conwell Egan head coach. I ran into him in the back of Ben Salem. It looked like he lost the championship. I said, "Yo, you all right, coach?" He said, "No, we just was up 20 on Fells and lost with like 10 minutes left." I said, "Yeah, you ain't supposed to be all
I
right.
was
You
watching that
can't
game.
lose
That's
that
that's
game." Look,
100% true.
and he was like, he don't know what happened, but he looked like he lost the championship. You
Oh,
was
he
at
know
that
what
game. I
happened.
just talk
He
to
know
me.
what happened.
Talk to
He know what happened. Mel
what happened.
Mel
Talk to
start
me.
calling Mel start calling out Shaka Smart VCU 90. They start throwing that joint all over the place like Jalen Hurts versus the Giants. I didn't know what was
Yeah.
going on. Yes, basketball everywhere. If it wasn't the walls in the back, that joint would have went to the front court. You'd be like, oh, check the ball on the court again. Hey, was all.
Yo,
Listen, they know what happened. The walk down.
yeah. I said, "Yo, you good with the water or something?" He said, "No, I ain't good.
Need
We
a
just
water
was up 20
something.
and lost." I ain't know what hell. I said, "Oh, all right," but shout out to Tate, man. He's coaching his guys up. He is without one of his best players as well. Miles Moore was out due to an illness. So he was without one of his best players as well, if not his best scorer. But it just shows how serious they take the Rarefootage Classic, and not only my event, but just fall period of trying to get better. Because that loss don't go on Tate record or Egan, but he like those type of games as a player and a coach, we got to win these games. So shout
Yeah,
out
you
to
want to have
Tate,
a good
man, for even
showing.
yeah, for sure. Agree.
Mhm.
Upper Dublin, speaking of showing Upper Dublin, it was some rambling from the parents behind the scenes. I ain't gonna give up my sources. You know what I mean? I promise respect, but it was some parents who was upset with me with the competition I gave them. And I told the parent who told me, I'm like, I don't think y'all that good as last year. That's why y'all playing them. And let me say this. They proved me wrong. They proved me wrong. Upper Dublin with two big wins at the Rarefootage Classic. They knock off Chester Charter big, and then they knock off Academy Park big. Uh, Coach Brooks got something going on over there, and like I said, I've been giving him his praise for the last 2 years, man. He's one of the best coaches in the area, man. He get the most out of his kids, man. He want to win games. He coached to win games. He believe in his guys. And after losing two seniors and Idris Rons and Ryan Morroy, who was the MVP of the Suburban One, he is still confident that they're going to win a lot of games in league play and compete for a championship. And this showed against both of those teams. Speaking of their leader, Kobe Bazemore, big games this weekend. First in-game dunk at the Rarefootage Classic. He's leading those guys, man. He's very, very confident. I joke with him and saying you guys aren't as good as well. It's on your back for you guys to win, and he understands that. He takes it well, and he believes in his guys as well. He believes in Ragsdale. He believes in those guys. He got a kid named Horace who's going to play a lot of minutes this year, who didn't play much last year. And they got a kid Noah who can shoot the ball, who shoot the leather off the ball as well. And he's going to lead the way as the senior point guard. And like I told him, when y'all win, You're gonna get the praise, and when y'all lose, you're gonna get the blame. And I'm excited for that kid, man. Got a lot of Division 3 interest, man. He's gonna be making a commitment soon, man. And I like I always like tug at him to put the batter in his back and say like I don't think you can do it or y'all not gonna do it. And he keep his head high and he's confident in Upper Dublin. Did you see Upper Dublin any chance this fall or this weekend?
Yeah, I watched both of the games. I'm a fan of Upper Dublin coach, so I'm never gonna count them out. Like he's just a great dude. You know what I'm saying? And he cares about the program. He cares about basketball. He takes it very serious. So I mean, do I think the competition they played was light? Yeah, they're still a suburban one team. They still get really good players, and I think they were just a little too good for Chester Chart and the first year coaching Coach K over there at Academy Park. When Coach K get it rolling, then Academy Park will be around, of course, but. It just was a little bit too much for them. They should have got a couple better games. Maybe they could have played a Ryan. Maybe they could have played a Lansdale.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? To see, but
I
I'll
think
be
you're saying
telling,
AP. No, Upper Dublin should have
no,
played those type of teams.
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so
I
that
got
to
that
see
wrong.
to see what's going on. But I think Kobe's going to have a good year. It will be it will be on his shoulders, and I think he should want that win or loss. That's on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no finger pointing. I don't want this person not good. It's on me. I'm a senior. You know what I'm saying? I've been here. I've been a state. I mean, I've been a district champion. I've been a suburban one champion 2 years in a row. Whatever it was, it's on you. So when you lose and they point the finger at you, you can't get salty. When you win, you're gonna be the hero. So I think he can put the weight on the shoulder with that team and see how it happens. It's going the suburban one with Abington and PW is going to be really really tough for them. And if he can win that, he will go down one of the best players probably to ever go to that school.
100%. If he win it this year, it's stamped. I think it's a no brainer. He'll have
Yes.
three league titles. He'll compete for two district championships for sure. For sure. If he can win this one, he's definitely gonna be a legend, if not already.
Yeah.
Shifted back to girls for the second. Ben Sellum, girls plays Arden Reed. Arden Reed is a tough out, man. Ben Sellum played them very, very well. I'm gonna keep it real. I did not think Ben Sellum girls had a chance going into that game, man, and they proved me wrong. Shout out to Coach Steve at Ben Sellum, man. Those girls he got is really, really good, and they're led by senior Grace McShane, who was killing Alton Reed. That kid could play. She played two sports, just picked up soccer in her senior year, but she's a basketball player. She'll be going to college to play basketball. She gave Alton Reed everything they was looking for, man. And those Ben Sellum girls was pressing Alton Reed. They was playing them tough like they was a city team and they're going to be a very, very tough out in league play. And it showed at the Rarefootage Classic because when you could compete with a team like Alton Reed, with young Chloe and 6'3", 6'3" and a half, Nasir Russell, who's a mid-major talent, high major talent, got interest and offers from schools all over. Just left St. John's not too long ago, offers from Temple and schools of that nature. And then Combin State commit Heaven Reese is the goods, man. I'm a huge fan of that kid, Heaven Reese, man. Every time I see her play, man, she gets better and better. She can shoot the basketball. She's very, very confident, and she is filling a role um, that Shayla left with graduation. She's filling that void, man, and she's taking on that lead role, and she's doing well, man. And I don't think I've seen her have under 22, 25 yet, this fall. So she's going to come in. She's definitely the favorite to win the Public Player of the Year. She's going to have a big year. Aaron Reed is very, very good. And Kev Slaughter is very confident in his girls. I talked to him behind the scenes. He like it is not three or four teams in this area better than them. They believe that they can compete with any team in the area. And it showed this weekend 2 monster wins over a George School team. I'm gonna get to that, Gee. A George School team. They knocked off a good George School team with three or four Division I prospects. Maya Rav was on fire this weekend as well for George School. She's a Philly Rise kid. Coach Keisha, who played, I believe she played for Dawn Stelly. She played for Dawn. So they got a coach who know what's going on, man. And George School will be something to compete with. But when you got a team like Arden Reed, they're going to compete for a public championship. It's going to be them in MOTEP. That's the only league where I know for sure. I bet my bottom dollar the championship game is going to come down to Arden Reed, MOTEP. But yeah, Gil, you made that face. Arden Reed girls, it's not 5 teams in this area better than them. You got
You
the
said
West
two.
Towns. It could be 2, but I know you got the West Towns, you got the Friends Centrals, you got the Carols, and you got the like O'Hara, Arden Reed. They right there. Then you got the Notre Dames, Arden Reed in the mix. I ain't think they would
You
be
would know
either though.
better
I'm gonna
than
keep it
you would
real.
know better than me.
But They in the mix. Like you said, top 3 pushing it, but top 5 for sure.
Is it
I
them
think they in there
Tep? Is
right
it
there
them and Tep again?
for sure. For sure. I think Tep gonna
Okay.
get him. I'm a Tep guy. I'm super biased. I'm super biased. I think Tep get him, but it's gonna be tough because having Reese is really, really good. And I see her Russell is gonna be the biggest forward on the floor and she can play. And Kev let his kids play. Like I kind of be thinking he tripping sometime. Like everybody who get the pill could walk over half court and shoot a 3. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you checking the game for Kev's quarter, he gonna let you let it
Everybody
fly.
shoot the pill.
I would keep it real. Like he let everybody get off. So we'll see, man. Yeah, man. But that's the Rare Footage Classic, man. A lot of the other scores is posted on Tourney Machine Rare Footage Classic. Check out the scores. Yeah, it was a fantastic weekend. I appreciate you for pulling up, man. You were one of the biggest AAU programs in the country. So when you pop out, it got to be some talent in the building, man. You ain't there for no reason. You either there for the talent or the fried glizzies or both. You know what I mean? But
How about just support my friend? But it's all right. I'm out of here. I don't,
yeah, I appreciate you, my brother. Thanks for tapping on with me.
all right, my guy. Yes, sir.
Salute.